Today I'm going to show y'all how I make my sweet potato pies. The first thing I do is take some yams, some sweet potato, and I clean them, and then I take a fork and I press down into so that it can aerate. And then I'm gonna place them in the oven. I usually put them on 350 for about 45 minutes to an hour. Once they're done, I'm going to take them, let them cool, and then I cut off the skin and get the flesh out of it, which is the meat, the sweet potato part. And once I get all of this out, I'm going to break it up a little bit, chop it up. Once I get my sweet potato all cut up and chop up, I'm going to go ahead and preset my oven. I cook my pies on 400 degrees for about 10 minutes, and then I come back and cook them on 350 degrees. So I have my pie shell. I'm going to put my potatoes, my sweet potatoes in the mixer, and I'm going to blend them up until it's broken up and it's nice and mushy. And then I'm going to go ahead and start adding my other ingredients. But the first thing I do here is I scrape down my bowl. The first ingredient I'm going to add is my sugar. So I start with my white sugar, and then I'm going to add my brown sugar. And once I add both of those, and I'm going to give them a good mix, and then I'm going to scrape my bowl down once again. This makes it even more, makes my sweet potatoes even more creamy. Then I'm going to take a half a stick of butter. I'm going to melt it down, and I'm going to add that. The next ingredient I'm going to add is my milk. So I take 1 cup of evaporated milk and I add that to my mix and give that a full mix. Then I'm going to add my vanilla extract. And once my vanilla extract is added, I'm going to give all of those ingredients one more good mix. Next, I'm going to add my egg. I have 1 egg that I'm going to add to my sweet potato pie. And if you make, it's 1 egg per pie. Then I'm going to add my spices, which is my cinnamon and my nutmeg. This helps to give extra flavor along with the vanilla extract. The last thing I'm going to add is my flour. I'm going to add a fourth of a cup of flour to my mixed. And once I get that all mixed up really well, I'm going to go ahead and take this and place it into my deep dish 9-inch pie shell. So I'm going to get this all in my pie shell, and then I'm going to even it out, spread it out with my spatula, making sure that every crevice is filled, and then I'm going to smooth this out on the top. After I get it smoothed out on the top, what I'm going to do is take it and just tap it a little bit to make sure there's no air bubbles on those spaces that was missing any sweet potato. Now I'm going to place it on a baking sheet, and I'm going to place this in the oven, and I'm going to let it bake on 400 for about 10 minutes. Once that 10 minutes is up, I'm going to reset my oven to 350 degrees, and I'm going to let my pie bake for anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes. Once that is done, I took my pie out and I looked at it. And for me, I like my crust a little bit darker, so I placed it back in the oven for about 10 more minutes. And now my crust is a little bit darker. So now I have my pie here. I've given it a slice, and now I'm getting ready to give it a try. It looks so good. So I'm going to try it with this whipped topping to see how it tastes. I don't usually put whipped topping on my sweet potato pie, but I thought, hey, let's try something different. I think it tastes better without the whipped topping. Just the sweet potato pie by itself is just so good. Hope y'all enjoyed this recipe. God bless you.